going to jump in with Mr. Karting himself, Konstantinos. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm very excited, to be honest.
It's lovely to have you here in my home country. You're very, very welcome. You've been to GYG before?
No, I haven't. First time. Should be really nice, I guess.
You're in for an absolute treat. I'll let you get on.
Thanks.
Konstantinos there. Unfortunately, not enough time to go around the rest of the grid. Back up to the comments box. Andrew and James, talk us through this race number 4.
Hello everyone, welcome back to GYG from the perspective of the BUKC. We have a grid for you now for race 4, heavyweight race 2. So, James Bumé starts in 9th for Bath A, and it's Mr. Karting himself, Konstantinos, so good to name him twice, and starting in 10th. Ethan Herford is starting in 17th for Birmingham B, and in 18th it is Trinity B with Ainsley Martin. Zubin Motorshaw is starting in 25th for Huddersfield B, and it's Joao Pinto starting in 26th. Is your grid. So we have what looks to be another, once again we have a lot of very experienced drivers coming from the back of the field here.
For the round 5 of this.
Pushcart Johnny to give the special secret signal.
So here we go then. Max Wade and Nathaniel Gollin set us off then for race number 4 here at Glan Y Gors. Very even start at the front of the grid, and Aidan Lee's looking for a route up the inside for Oxford BUKC as they go up to the spoon corner for the first time on this one. There's a bit of pushing towards the back of the field, and the number 26, Michael Grieve, is wide and on the grass and has recovered really well there as they go through. For the first time, it looks like Leeds fighting. Is that Jack Fisher in the lead? It is!
It's
Jack Fisher leads. How has he done that? He's come from P5 on the grid. Now, do not throw it away this time. Jack has led in the BUKC before. That's the 3-4 wide behind him. Run, Jack. Run for your life, boy. But that's one of the most sensational starts that I've seen this year.
It's a Jack 1-2 as it's Jack O'Toole who has come through from Kingston A. It's a fantastic starts for both of them. I think we were about 5 wide at certain points during that start, and it's now got what we've got now. We've got the 11th of Oxford BUKC having a go on. So it's Aidan Lee, Mr.
Henry
Karting.
Jackson coming through as well in the number 9, really aggressive there. He started P13 on the grid. There's a spinner in the midfield as well as they go through Spoon Corner, but the 2 Jacks, 2 of the most popular guys in the paddock, fighting at the front here. Fisher versus O'Toole as Jackson's trying to go around the outside, and here's Mr. Karting. Konstantinos through and into the lead for Exeter A. They need a big result in this race for their championship. Jack O'Toole has got through as well, so the brave defence of Jack Fisher in the lead there has been broken. He did lead a lap of the BUKC. That was a really good start for him, and he's still in it there in 3rd place. Crowd penalty straight in us. What have you done there? And that's a win out the window straight away for Exeter A, and to say on a day they really need the points to keep them in this championship fight as Coventry look to seal it up today. Now that O'Toole, Kingston A's driver, is now your net leader, but he's poor off of Spoon Corner. Is Jack Fisher going to go down the inside? No, Cambridge A have a penalty as well. Sam Massey. So we'll check what that was for in a moment, but what a pulsating start to this race here at Glan Y Gors. It's a bump and pass penalty for Cambridge A. And the number 11, Aidan Lee, Oxford BUKC, still in there. Birmingham C's driver is Max Wade. I think this is the one race where they do actually count for points in this round.
Mr. Konstantinos, so good they named him twice, is leading the race on the track but has a cone penalty.
But Konstantinos has taken that back to look out for the number 26. Also, just to look at a little bit further down, applying that pressure to drivers in front, making them crack, making them make a mistake, and the former heavyweight drivers champion in the BUKC is into the effective lead once penalties are applied.
Penalty for Nottingham Trent B, as Mr. Konstantinos has set the fastest lap of the race, but even when overtaking Jack O'Toole on that lap, Mr. Henry Jackson has set a 50.8, so only 4 tenths of a second slower than Konstantinos. They're almost They are, in fact, on the same bit of straight together. So whilst Konstantinos has been relatively untroubled coming through the start of this race.
This is all done, though. It's all bunched up here as... oh, was it the leader? Was it Konstantinos? Was it the number 5
no.
with the yellow helmet?
I don't think...
I think it might be. I think that is the number 5 coming
yes,
around the corner just behind in shot. Yes, it was. So Exeter A, is this the point at which their championship challenge falls apart? They were in 3rd place, but they've now had 2 bad races here. Down.
No, absolutely not. You do have to wonder if they hadn't been focusing so much on their memes.
10 minutes ago, what's the pace like? 50. Ooh, a little bit of time lost there for Henry Jackson. Now this is going to be the challenging bit of the race as Michael Grebe tries to fight past the back marker who doesn't realise that the leaders are coming through. That is going to compromise Grebe, and now Brooks B are going to attack. And Konstantinos is going to attack. 3 wide up the Dragon Straight. This is brilliant. Aidan Lee's in there as well. And Paul Michael Grebe, because of the back marker, has lost 3 positions there.
Fantastic stuff there. 3 abreast coming into turn into the second corner. Michael Grebe, the unfortunate recipient of several overtakes there. Mr. Konstantinos, so good that named him twice, is now back up into, I'm going to say he's at least 5th, possibly 4th. There's a penalty for Oxford Brooks B. Now this, unfortunately, was the story of Oxford Brooks B's race last time out at Buckmore Park. They just kept on picking up penalties, kept on picking up little warnings here and there that they didn't need to, and as we now see, another penalty as well for Loughborough C. But Oxford Brooks B, they are up there, but they now find themselves with a penalty. It's a contact penalty, and that will be at least a place, as the penalty for Loughborough C was an ABC bump and pass.
You're saying about getting too excited, mate. I've got so excited I've broken my chair. That's
dare
not
you.
good. 9 minutes of this one to go, and can Konstantinos pull back through? He gets past another one of the back markers there in the number 5, so all of a sudden Exeter A's race is starting to come back to them. That's them up to 5th place. Oxford Brooks B, as we mentioned, they've got a penalty. Did we mention it's for contact, mate?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We could also just remind everyone as well that Exeter A have a penalty. They have a cone penalty.
Yes, good point.
So he was in the lead of this race, was Mr. Casting, but he wouldn't have won it. And so at the moment he is not finishing where he is. As Oxford Brooks D now find themselves in front of Jack O'Toole in for 3rd place. So that's a move that's happened on that lap. Meanwhile, a little bit further down.
Change for second. Yep. Change for second there. Oxford Brooks D now ahead, sorry, James, of Jack O'Toole.
No.
Sorry, no, that was already for 3rd. Apologies.
Interested in the back of Michael Grebe, but at the moment we're switching back to, we've got Jack O'Toole heading through in 4th place. Now here we go. This is a massive battle. We've got Oxford Brooks B, Callum James in front of Konstantinos, so good they named him twice, who's in front of Aidan Lee, but Aidan Lee looking now the inside of Konstantinos, and now Aidan Lee finds himself back up into 6th place. There is no, as far as we are aware, Oxford Brooks C have got no penalty. The 49 of Trinity B gets out of the way. Well done, that man. But at the moment, you will see Oxford Brooks C are benefiting from. They are. I think they have not got a penalty, but the two that he is racing, B and Exeter A, have got penalties. Meanwhile, now Michael Grebe interested in the back of Konstantinos, so good they named him twice, but at the same time, and there goes Michael Grebe trying it down the inside. Konstantinos goes off, and now Sam Massey gets involved as well. Sam Massey demoting Exeter A further down, so Exeter A, Konstantinos finding himself in 9th place, and there's another big gaggle of cars behind, as I'm pretty sure the rain is coming down, because you can see it at the top of this track at the very least. The system has come in, and you can almost see the rain on your camera, on your pictures at the moment, to get past Jack O'Toole. And again, we should point out, as now we pick up the battle between Jack O'Toole. So Jack O'Toole has fallen down the order massively somewhere, and it's now Aidan Lee. Sam Massey has now got in front of the Oxford Brooks C team, but remember, he has a penalty. Konstantinos, so good they named him twice, has also got a penalty. Aidan Lee, as far as we're aware, does not have a penalty. As now we've got an overtake there from the 20, was that the 29?
Who's a couple of laps
And there's a black flag for Jack O'Toole. Oh no, what's that for?
It's for a takeout, so obviously someone trying to spot who's falling down through the order. Can't see anyone at the moment. Oh, now I can see someone. No, that is Kingston A falling down through the order.
Yes,
Not quite sure who they've knocked off.
We'll
Might be a back marker that they've had contact with there. Contact warning for the number 14. So yes, a bit of confusion there as to what's happened. But down the inside, brilliant move by Sam Massey. Fantastic. Takes 4th place away from Oxford Brooksby's Callum James. This is decisive stuff from Massey. But James fights back into the carousel, side by side again. Really good, strong return there from Oxford Brooksby. And again, they're just swarming together now. The number 11 of Oxford BUKC is still in there. Where's the D team in all of this? I think they're a little bit down the road as Massey cuts down the inside again, retakes the position for Cambridge A into Devil's Elbow. Down through this almost like ski slope part of the section as you flick the cart left, right, over start finish. There's a little shake of the head from Massey. I think that's for a contact warning he's just received. We should remind ourselves, yeah, there's penalties involved in all of this, isn't there, James?
Yes, there are. So where I've been saying throughout the race Aidan Lee doesn't have a penalty, turns out he does have a penalty.
Oh, back down the inside, Callum James retakes the position away from Sam Massey, who's not too happy about that being overtaken. Konstantinos now on the rear of him, but is it both the B and the C teams have penalties in this one?
Yeah, B have got 2 contact penalties, C team have got a bump and pass penalty, and then Konstantinos has got a, no, sorry, that's the wrong one. Konstantinos has got a cone penalty. Sam Massey has
got back through again.
There's another penalty for Oxford Brooksby. There's another penalty for Oxford Brooksby.
Bump and pass.
And that's a significant one. So that's at least six places worth of penalties. So, yeah, not good for the B team, unfortunately. Great racing out on track, but unfortunately just getting a little bit too
aggressive. Race control's liking.
Yes.
Massey covers the inside, and oh, that's lovely. That is very nice from Konstantinos. Saw the gap. Callum James just dithered a little bit there, and Konstantinos took the chance. The rain, I think, has stopped because the lap times have come back down into the 50-point-somethings. Just over a minute, or just under a minute, sorry, to go. Lead is not done yet. It's 2.3 seconds as the leader comes over start finish to, this might be the last lap, still scrapping around. Massey and Konstantinos fighting through compression, and somehow Konstantinos has fought his way through all of that. Now the Brooks carts are going to gang up on Sam Massey. He's not too happy about this. Michael Green's got the best seat of the house at the moment, although he has just got a curb warning.
It's also worth pointing out, Michael Green, I think, is of all the 5 drivers you can see on your screen, he is the one that is going to be finishing in front of all of them, because as the penalties get applied, if you can get closer to contact there between Aidan Lee and Sam Massey, and we'll see what the stewards make of that one. But Michael Green has got back now past Sam Massey. Fantastic little bit of racing going on here. We're looking for the lead across the line, so we're going to start the final lap any moment now. There we go. Right, so we're on to the final lap. It is currently Konstantinos leading in this battle. 4th place. Konstantinos leads from Callum James.
Not caught him. Henry Jackson takes the win for Nottingham A. 60 points to them, but a big 59 points goes to Oxford Brooks A. How important is that for the competition here today? Oxford Brooks D are 3rd, Exeter A 4th. This is all with penalties involved in here, so this is very provisional. 4th will be Exeter A, 5th Brooks B, 6th Cambridge A, 7th Manchester C, 8th. In fact, Manchester A have fallen down along with Manchester A have fallen off. Manchester A have not come across the line here and are falling down through the odd. There is Michael Green, the number 26. So something happened there on the last lap in that big mix of karts that was carrying some penalties.
Another driver we should mention, someone who could have featured massively in this race, but unfortunately fell by the wayside earlier on. James Bumay is actually finished in 12th place, and with all the penalties that are going to be applied, who knows?
Could be top 5.
Could be. He could win the race as far as we're concerned. But you know, something massive happened to Michael Grieve there. No idea. We didn't see it on camera. We didn't see it on track. We'll see if there are any further penalties to be applied. What I would say, if you're looking at live timing, this result is the most provisional probably of the season so far.
Yes. Like the Instagram page, for example, for alphaLIVE, so if we can get that up to 3,300, that'd be nice. If you enjoyed the commentary as well, myself, Andrew Mather and James Johnston from Rich T Racing in the box, Double Dash Motorsport Media, your providers of commentary here today at Glan Y Gors. I'm looking out for a Mr. Harris.